and welcome to our nightly news. These are the headlines. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, performed Eid prayer at Jami' Al-Jazair on the first day of Eid al-Fitr, accompanied by senior officials. President Tebboune received a call from French President Emmanuel Macron, who extended Eid wishes and discussed the state of bilateral relations and recent tensions. President of the Republic exchanged Eid greetings with his Emirati, Tunisian and Iranian counterparts. And the Algerian consulate in Bobigny hosted a festive gathering, bringing together the community to celebrate the Eid meals and homemade sweets. Eid celebrations fill Algeria's cities with festivities and solidarity, marking the occasion. Over 200 students from 44 African countries gathered at the Palace of Culture for Eid celebrations. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's news. On the occasion of Eid al-Fitr, the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, performed the Eid prayer at Jami' Al-Jazair in Al-Muhammadiyah in the presence of senior state officials, including the Speaker of the Council of the Nation, the Speaker of the People's National Assembly, the President of the Constitutional Court, the Prime Minister and Army General, Mr. Delegate to the Minister of National Defense, Chief of Staff of the PNA, the Principal Private Secretary to the President of the Republic, advisors to the President of the Republic and members of the government, alongside representatives of the Urban Muslim Diplomatic Corps accredited to Algeria and a large number of the faithful.
The monumental symbol of faith and civilization, Jami' Al-Jazair, held Salat Eid al-Fitr today with the presence of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, who performed the Eid prayer there this morning, marking the conclusion of Ramadan, a period of 30 days dedicated to fast and devotion and spiritual reflection. In a deep spiritual and reverent atmosphere, the faithful gathered in unity, their voices rising in powerful takbir and praises. They expressed profound gratitude to the Almighty for blessings of these sacred days.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allah.
In this atmosphere of deep contemplation, the President of the Republic joined senior state officials, members of the government, and representatives of the Arab and Muslim diplomatic corps accredited to Algeria, all gathered alongside numerous faithful to perform the Eid al-Fitr prayer. In this Eid preaching, the rector of the Grand Mosque of Algiers recalled the virtues of the month of Ramadan, a month of worship, blessings, avocations and good deeds. He also urged us to ponder the greatness of Eid al-Fitr, in particular by multiplying acts of worship and contemplating the countless graces with which Allah has blessed us, the most important of which are the security and stability enjoyed by Algeria, which is important to preserve and protect.
نقف عند هذه المحطة المباركة لنتأمل في نعم الله التي لا تعد ولا تحصى، وأعظمها نعمة الأمن والاستقرار. نعمة الأمن والاستقرار التي نحياها بفضل الله في وقت تعصف الفتن والأزمات بكثير من المجتمعات.
Prayers were carried on this blessed day for the suffering of the Palestinian people and the entire Muslim nation, as well as for Algeria and its faithful invoked peace, mercy and strength for all.
اللهم احفظ للجزائر وحدتها واستقرارها وحقق لها أمنها وإيمانها. اللهم وفق ولي أمرنا لما تحب وترضى وخذ بناصيته للبر والتقوى. اللهم انصر إخواننا في غزة وفي أرض فلسطين. اللهم اربط على قلوبهم وانصرهم يا ربنا نصرا مؤزرا عزيزا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين.
Following the prayer, the President of the Republic was greeted with well wishes from senior state officials, representatives of the Arab and Muslim Diplomatic Corps accredited to Algeria, and many citizens. And the President of the Republic extended his congratulations to all members of the PNA, the Air of the National Liberation Army. In a message on his official social media account, he addressed officers, non-commissioned officers, soldiers and civilian personnel across all military regions, with a special mention of those stationed at the borders, wishing them well on the occasion. The President also extended his best wishes for blessed Eid to members of the National Gendarmerie, the police, civil protection and customs, expressing his appreciation for their efforts and wishing them success in their duties. The President also extended his greetings to the healthcare workers, congratulating doctors and all sector employees dedicated to public health on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. He wished them well-being and prosperity. The President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, received a phone call from his French counterpart, Emmanuel Macron, during which President Macron extended his wishes of success and prosperity to President Tebboune and the Algerian people on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. The two presidents had a long, frank and cordial discussion on bilateral relations and the tensions that have marked them in recent months. In this context, they reaffirmed their commitment to resuming the constructive dialogue initiated with the Algiers Declaration of August 2022, which had led to significant progress on the issue of historical memory, in particular with the creation of the Joint Commission of Algerian French historians, the restitution of the remains of Algerian resistance martyrs, and the recognition of responsibility for the assassination of Ali Boumendjel Al-Arbi bin Mehdi. The two leaders agreed that the deep and enduring ties, in particular the human ties between Algeria and France, their shared strategic and security interest, and the challenges and crises facing Europe, the Mediterranean and Africa, need the resumption of a balanced dialogue between the two nations. As key players in Europe and Africa, they reaffirmed their full commitment to international legality and the principles enshrined in the United Nations Charter. They also agreed to work closely together in a spirit of friendship to revive their bilateral relations, ensuring an approach that addresses all aspects of their partnership and deliver concrete results. On this basis, the two presidents agreed agreed to immediately resume security cooperation between Algeria and France. They also emphasized the need for the immediate resumption of migration cooperation in a reliable, smooth and effective manner, ensuring a results-oriented approach that responds to the concerns of both countries regarding the movement of people. The two leaders commended the progress made by the Joint Commission of Historians, which was created at their initiative, and reaffirmed their commitment to continuing in this history-related issue in a spirit of calm, mutual understanding and rebuilding relations. In this regard, the Commission will immediately resume its work and will soon convene in France, with its conclusions and concrete proposals to be submitted to both presidents by the summer of 2025. During the phone call, the importance of judicial cooperation was also emphasized. The two presidents agreed to resume cooperation and exchanges in these fields and confirmed the planned visit of French Minister of Justice Gérald Darmanin to Algeria. The two heads of state also underscored the importance of strengthening economic cooperation in key future sectors and pledged to boost trade and investment while ensuring the protection of both countries' interests. President Macron informed President Tebboune of France's support for revising the Algeria-European Union Association Agreement. President Macron also expressed confidence in President Tebboune's wisdom and foresight, inviting him to consider an act of clemency on humanitarian grounds for Boualem Sansal, given the writer's age and health condition. To accelerate the implementation of the ambitious vision, both leaders seek for Algeria-French relations. French Minister of Europe and Foreign Affairs Jean-Noël Barrot will visit Algiers on April 6 at the invitation of his Algerian counterpart Ahmed Attaf. This visit will provide an opportunity to define the details, execution and timeline of this ambitious roadmap. In doing so, it will affirm that the shared aspiration for a calm, forward-looking relationship that respects the interests of both parties will yield concrete results. Finally, the two presidents agreed in principle to hold the meeting in the near future. President of the Republic received a phone call today from Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates, who extended his congratulations on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr and wished the Algerian people prosperity and progress. For his part, President Abdelmajid Tebboune exchanged Eid greetings, wishing the Emirati people continued well-being. The two leaders also agreed to hold the meeting at the earliest opportunity. President Abdelmajid Tebboune and his Tunisian counterpart Qais Said exchanged Eid al-Fitr greetings, extending their best wishes for continued prosperity, progress and security for the Algerian and Tunisian peoples. They also agreed to hold a presidential meeting at the earliest opportunity as well. President of the Republic Abdelmajid Tebboune received a phone call today from his Iranian counterpart Masoud Pezeshkian, who extended his Eid al-Fitr greetings to him and to the Algerian people and wished Algeria continued prosperity. In turn, President Tebboune congratulated the Iranian president on the occasion, expressing hopes for progress and prosperity for the Iranian people. The two leaders also discussed bilateral relations and ways to strengthen them, agreeing to meet soon in Tehran or Algiers. In Bobigny, the Algerian consulate extended the spirit of Ramadan with a warm and generous Eid celebration. It was a moment of unity where the community came together to share, celebrate and reconnect. Misali Levelman.
In Bobigny, the Algerian consulate extended the spirit of Ramadan with the Eid celebration that embodied the community, simple, warm and profoundly generous. From the early morning, volunteers were hard at work, their hands expertly preparing semolina, setting up tables adorned with couscous, mchoui and a lavish spread of pastries, everything evoking the grand family feast of home. We had a perfect Ramadan at the Bobigny consulate, and today they are treating us with this beautiful celebration. Honestly, this is such a special day. The consulate has brought us together. It has brought the entire Algerian community together. Among the guests were those who had relied on the consulate's iftars, who came not only to express their gratitude, but to join in the joy of the day. Thank you to the consulate for taking such great care of us. A heartfelt thank you to the Bobigny consulate. More than just a shared meal, it was a moment of belonging. Some seized the chance to send a message to loved ones across the sea. Eid Mubarak to all Algerians. I want to tell my parents that I love them. Eid Mubarak. A band played beloved Algerian melodies. The sounds of celebratory ululations filled the air. Hands clapped in rhythm, and both volunteers and guests swayed to the music, lost in the joy of the moment.
Throughout Ramadan, we've had opportunities to meet the people of this city, as well as the Tunisians and Franco-Algerians. It's always a pleasure to stand alongside the consul.
One glance at the faces said it all. No rigid formalities, just presence. No grand spectacle, just spirit. An Algeria that was diverse, united, and deeply fraternal, come into life in Bobigny for one unforgettable Eid.
And across all the national territory, the Eid is celebrated in joy and unity, marked by faith, compassion, and heartfelt prayers for Palestine and the entire Muslim world. Najah Tayyar.
From Algiers to Oran, Bjayet to Constantine, and as far as Al-Wad, Naama and Tamnaraset, the first day of Eid was marked by joy, piety and compassion. At the break of dawn, the worshippers of all ages flocked to the mosque, where the echoes of Takbir filled the air. In their sermons, Imams urged to the faithful to strengthen family bonds and extend solidarity to those in need. After the prayer, the spirit of Eid came alive as people exchanged warm greetings before visiting family, neighbors and friends. The day was also one of remembrance, as many took the time to honor the loved ones who had passed away.
صحة عيدكم كل عام وانتم بخير عيد سعيد لكل الأمة الجزائرية.
We pray for the best to our country. May Allah also accept our Ramadan deeds.
تقبل الله منا ومنكم. العيد سعدين ونربح إن شاء الله يتمر في الجزائر إن شاء الله تيني يقوفنا النور غزال.
أنا غي صرف يلي صرفه توقظم تيهيني اللاني نقد تدلاني لما السنة الله يزوجهم وناظر الدنيا دني سلام للمطة في التمل تهو ساينولا.
تقبل الله منا ومنكم صالح الأعمال.
May Allah accept our fasting and good deeds. May Allah bless all Muslims, Algerians and the Arab nation. I came from France to spend the Eid with my family, and thank Allah this Eid is very pleasant. We are Mauritanian students here in Algeria. The ambience is as joyous as in our country between all Algerian brothers.
As Eid celebrations unfold, the suffering of the Palestinian people, especially the besieged population of Gaza, remains at the forefront of the hearts and prayers. May Allah have mercy on the martyrs of Palestine, and may He unite all the Muslim nation. We don't forget our brothers in Palestine. We wish them happy Eid. We pray to God to grant victory to our brothers in Palestine and to heal all sick Muslims. Blessed Eid to the Palestinians, our brothers. The inspiration for the Eid, filled with peace and serenity, continues to resonate throughout the Muslim world through faith, reflection, and acts of kindness. The true spirit of this blessed day is embraced in unity and compassion.
Algeria always Eid is a time of sharing and solidarity. Over 200 African students gathered at the Palace of Culture to celebrate a powerful message of unity. It is actually considered a space for connection, reflecting the deep bonds that unite the continent. Misalila Balman.
In a warm and welcoming atmosphere, over 200 students from 44 African countries gathered at the Palais de la Culture to celebrate friendship and solidarity on Eid al-Fitr. More than just a gathering, it symbolizes the deep historical and cultural ties between Algeria and the rest of the continent.
We are delighted and honored to take part in this event organized by the Algerian Higher Council of Youth, a true celebration of African youth. It's a privilege to celebrate the end of Ramadan here in Algeria, surrounded by my friends and Algerian peers.
et mes camarades aussi algériens.
C'est quelque chose vraiment qui nous...
This event brings us together every year, helping us connect, strengthen our identity, and build lasting bonds. We will always cherish it. We are proud of Algeria, and to the Algerian people we say thank you.
C'est quelque chose vraiment que nous, les étudiants africains, on ne peut pas oublier et on est fiers de l'Algérie et on vous dit, les Algériens, bon, merci à vous.
I would like to appreciate the government of Algeria for this opportunity to show us the interaction between Algeria government, how we really appreciate about this event.
This initiative highlights Algeria's commitment to its African heritage and its role in fostering education and dialogue among nations, particularly for the youth.
It's a wonderful opportunity to share memories and experiences in what we consider our second home, Algeria, the land of martyrs. As the Higher Council of Youth, this event allows us to engage, collaborate and build stronger connections with our fellow African students in Algeria.
Beyond the celebration, this gathering strengthens cultural ties and lays the foundation for a future built on unity and solidarity.
And on the second day of Eid al-Fitr in Palestine, at least 17 civilians, including children and women, were martyred this evening, Monday, in Zionist strikes targeting areas in central Gaza. 10 people, including 3 children, were killed in an attack on a home, while 5 others died in an Buwaj camp. A woman and a child were also killed near Khan Yunis, southern Gaza. And a political bombshell has dropped as Marine Le Pen, the figurehead of France's far right, has been condemned to 4 years of prison. 2 of those will be served under house arrest with an electronic monitoring bracelet, in addition to a fine amounting to €100,000 for embezzlement of public funds. Adding to this a dramatic fall, she's been banned for holding public office for 5 years, effective immediately. 8 other members of her party were also found guilty in the same corruption scandal, and Paris's criminal court indicated that the total value of the damage is €2,900,000. That was it for today's news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.